Hello, today we will be discussing Gabriel Okara and analyzing his poem, Once Upon a Time. Here are a few key points about Gabriel Okara. Gabriel Okara is a Nigerian writer. He was born in Nigeria in April 1921. Okara may be described as highly original and uninfluenced by other poets. He has been extremely successful in capturing the moods, sights, and sounds of Africa. His poems show great sensitivity, perspective judgments, and a tremendous energy. Okara also shows a concern regarding what happens when the ancient culture of Africa is faced with modern Western culture, as shown in his poem Once Upon a Time. Once upon a time. The opening line, Once Upon a Time, suggests that the poem will fall into the trails of a fairy tale and fantasy. The term son in the first line is taking the reader in on a personal level. Therefore, it reassures the reader that it will be true and honest, in the sense that it is usually harder to be dishonest to someone so dear to your heart, like your son. The phrase laugh with their hearts in the second line shows youth and vulnerability. The author also creates imagery in the fourth line, laugh with their teeth. This shows aggressiveness as laughing with your teeth is insincere. This is ironic because the first line is related to fairy tales and fantasy. The line under says ice block eyes. This is in contrast to the first line. The first line sets the tone for the poem, but as you read on, this changes. This phrase also shows mystery and secrecy, as you cannot see through ice. It doesn't reflect your image. This camouflages your identity, and the word shadow in the last line backs this up. Moving on to the second stanza, the phrase shake hands with their hearts. Gabriel suggests that handshakes back in the African culture were heartfelt and pure. Okara repeats the word son in the line underneath. This shows repetition and reassurance to the reader that he is still being honest. Then it says now they shake hands without hearts. This contrasts the previous line about when their handshakes were heartfelt. The phrase shaking hands without hearts is personification. This shows imagery and creates a photo in your mind. In the line below, it shows serious contrast between the opening line and the phrase left hand search my empty pockets. The left hand is usually associated with the devil and tends to be the hand that does bad deeds. The word empty implies that he is innocent and has no sins. This could be because he was raised in the ancient African culture, which was full of heartfelt handshakes and honesty. In the third stanza, the first line has use of speech. Feel at home, come again. This could imply mockery and imitation of the voice of Western people. This follows on to the second phrase, when I come and feel at home. This shows how much he is longing for sincere emotion and his desire for sincerity. Then it says, once, twice, there will be no thrice. The words twice and thrice rhyme, also portraying mockery, humor, and the fact that they don't actually want him to come again and feel at home. The last phrase states, for then I find doors shut on me. This shows imagery and represents closure and finality of the relationship. The closed doors could also represent as opportunities, as in, as soon as those doors close, then so do his opportunities due to Western people coming into the country.